And that's how we start today with Madeline Man because I'm a Madeline Man, me myself. And shout out, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sis Karaba Guluva. I see you, Mascaraball. I see you. Good morning to Sis Diakatsing. Good morning, Sis Masijo. Good morning to Sabrina. Good morning, LeeroyHD. How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? My name is Leroy also. And welcome to Makoya Rundown. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. And guess what? I chose to be healthy today. You know what I'm saying? Because me ke lapile go lwala go feel like I'm like, you know what now? I'm gonna wake up today and be great today. Bon, gore mangwe irang ha ke di tsene. Gore my sinuses dire ha ke di tsene. But anyway, what's that? Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to keep liking the screen and keep tapping my nose there because I love it. And happy today is a Friday actually, so please remember that you keep tapping my nose, you're gonna see me smile more often. All right. But anyway, yeah, man. Like, shout out to Velagin, the working kind of the main sponsor, Velagin ZA. So please go follow them there. Then you can get your bottle of gin for only $150, but the courier fees they are on you right there. But then again, like let's just do the right thing, and then like we follow them, we do more content, and and guys. So we did a young partnership with a place called what's it? Does it preview restaurant? Yeah, yeah. So Leroy was playing there live actually because I get Leroy is a DJ, so he was playing there live and like that mix like should be coming out soon actually. So maybe next week it also. So please just keep a lookout nyana there. No more like village page, let my personal page, and hopefully let my go page actually like you'll see it. But then my live mix is coming out very soon, and I haven't done a live mix in a while, guys. But anyway, we appreciate you, and again, we welcome you. So before what's that? Like we start the casual chats first, like what can like before the main topic. Let me holler at my people. Hi again, people, and welcome. Sis Karabo, I see you. I see you, baby girl. Season Bailey, good morning, good morning. So bright again. I will brag. Who else? Subs actually just joined us. That's great. And the Dean just joined us. This is Kifilo just joined us. And as you guys know me bona ngizomake sure ukuthi nizalana nixoxe nami. Le Jame Lebogeng, she kind of seems new here. Oh my God, oh, okay. She's Sabrina, she's still busy. It's great. Good morning, Masero.
Hello.
How you
The
feeling?
Duma Langs, the Duma Dumas. Hello, guys.
She's Sabrina, busy mo crowd. Herzala. Herzala.
Can take
Kira?
walk. I'm walking to my desk. I'm
Okay.
very offline,
I'm in
so
bed.
I'm come home.
Yeah, no, right. No, like you sound like you in a rank somewhere. That go Josie there. It's again. Busy go but anyway, but anyway. Okay, so back to myself. Good morning, myself. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm in bed. I have a bit of a cold. Yeah,
Aww.
nah. So
Hi, Chumi.
I'm trying to keep
Okay, guys.
warm into myself.
Hmm?
I do have a submission.
You have a
To
submission?
do this. Everybody knows Masako's trying to do this.
Masako trying to do what? Guys, can you align with your networks today? What's wrong with the networks today?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have some.
Okay, let's give her some time, Nana. You go?
I think
Your
my
network
network
is
is
a bit
horrible.
D's. Yeah. No, I mean, like, it's very D's, but then, okay, yeah, Sharp. Okay, Sharp, you are back now, actually.
Okay, yeah, no.
There we go. Yes.
So I'm trying to do this MBA thing, trying to get it going, trying to I don't know why I like things.
You like things because you
I
like
like things
things.
too much.
No, but they
No,
know. No, Marcella, see, we know it.
today I don't feel amazing. I'm in bed. I have a bit of a cold,
Askish.
and I'm just like,
No, no, Shab, you know it now.
yeah. Mhm.
Barking can like there is something that my grandmother actually like gave me now. There's a book called God's Pharmacy actually. So like um those are herb things actually that like that you can like mix actually. I wanna
Natural remedies.
yeah actually. So actually me right now actually ke working kan ke ginger root ka mo le turmeric le cayenne pepper le lemon le honey actually. So learn you should actually do that but because like they're really good actually for corona weak people. So learn you should actually like yeah
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely,
mm,
definitely gonna do that because I have a submission every single week without fail.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
getting slowly but surely closer to this dream. I don't know.
Born
Yeah.
one step at a time, Lala. Born, do not worry you.
One step at a time. One day, CEO of a media company.
Bua le mang
One day
Leroy,
at a
ore
time.
one step at a time iko mang. Awa, not
Let's go
One
myself.
step at a
masego
time.
se ulo ena skarabolo.
Wa mitse Masego.
Yeah, yeah.
Masego ke Wonder Woman mfana kithi. One step at a time.
Hey, no.
Masego o dila ka lip.
Re sa hore ka reng Sabrina, Sheba. Ga ke gane. So Masego said actually for like one day she's gonna be CEO for like a really huge media company. So my response there, like
One step at a time.
so I don't like maybe one day
Sabrina knows me. She's like, one step at a time is not my thing. I don't do one step at a time.
one
Ke di
day
lata tsohle.
one day you might be the CEO of Makoya Media. Who knows? You know, because you are
Sab.
smart, you're
Guys,
educated.
you are Leroy.
Ah, ah, no, guys, no, guys.
I'm just
I didn't say
just gonna
nothing.
sit here. I'm just gonna sit here and look pretty.
No, okay.
I didn't say nothing.
Guys, remember gore sheba ne barking kana ke re like CEO le di shareholders le barking like the owner.
Ra tlhaloganya.
Exactly. So you will be CEO. Subs ke shareholder. You see. So the honorary employees.
I'm just a shareholder, Leroy. Just a shareholder.
No, no. Not just a shareholder. Ba re gape like le employee gape ke re rona re di employee rona ka mo tota go bua nnete lo so konje so ano je is like basically you guys are my bosses and like pila. You see? Nah?
I'm already somebody's boss.
There we go.
The bosses. Nna ke tlo
Boss.
nna account holder ko
Yeah.
company ya Masego. Go na le account e leng
And
gore e tla
chelete
be
o
tshwerwe
itse
ke nna.
blind.
You see now. You see what's happening
Sabrina
here
wa
already.
itse chelete.
So now Angela, you see what's happening at Clarice already. We are born like born what's going Clara. No, but you know what like what's again or you gonna please will fall and I must happen like remember to actually ginger le what's that?
Cayenne pepper
Yeah, turmeric actually. So like that's
and
why my
turmeric.
tongue.
I'll have all of
But
those.
there's also another one.
Oh yeah, that's why my tongue is so yellow actually now. See.
I see.
Mm. Ke yone that. But then no fall as careful, ne?
Thank you, honey bunny. Thank you, love.
Then now,
Nkari, you are starting to be addicted to this thing. Should I be
no,
concerned?
actually, because I have it like let's say, what's that? 2 times a week, maybe, you know. I'm about to get a cause like yeah, chase a derrings and happy me the outside side the diesel so now as I like see as in now like having it so might just kill me. So I'm like once or twice a week, yeah, and I feel like like just to voice some malanga you know. So bonus subs, born and relax cash up. Anyway, Sister Makupa, Sister Boza, who else can I, oh yeah, good morning, Lady G, good morning, Kiachile, good morning, who else? As you know, guys, like, good morning, how you guys doing? So now, was that back to subs and then Khaile Sabrina, and then we can start the show, Pila. So, my elite, my CEO, oh, no, actually, my shareholder, subs, heaven. Heaven got this happen. Oh, oh, okay, but Sabrina. Oh, yeah, you're bilang kayo, so.
Yeah,
Network
I'm here. Uri.
inahanin surigadi washo ini. Let me come out and come back up. Moni makupe.
Good morning, Sabi. So, Sabs.
Hi, Koki. Uri, what must I do, Lee? Because we break mo.
Nah, nigga, like, that was your network, not mine. But anyway, how are you today? Good morning, affordable.
Oh, how am I?
Mm.
I'm alright. I have a date. I'm alright. I'm looking nice. I'm looking fresh. I smell good. But I'm not feeling 100%. I'm not feeling 100% well. I kinali I suffer from like abdominal pains, and I haven't had them in a while. And today, even driving is yeah a bit of an
I,
ouch.
as man working, can I reckon my billing, Joe? But
I
because.
know I don't take my Briefing. I'm allergic, so
Oh, you're
yeah.
allergic.
Don't worry.
No.
I take something stronger, but let me tell you, lower abdominal pains are the worst. You feel like your kidneys and the bones that hormona they are separating from each other. Let me tell you, no painkiller works. They will stop when they feel like okay, now we're good, and then they'll just yeah. But no painkiller can heal this pain. But besides that, I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm going to pray for you now because like that sounds like hell actually.
Yeah, no, it's like giving birth or period pains. Yeah, along those lines.
Alright, cool man. You know what, ne? You are going to be great, guys. You know what? Like, ish, you know what, guys. Like this winter is very dizzy actually now. Relwala malwetse a dizzy nyana no, because now, guys, ne? Look at my fingers actually. So these two fingers, ne? Since last week, like they have been swelling up actually. But again, can I be like now? You know what? Like they're really like dizzy nyana no yana go painful mo na le ka mo mara mona go nna fela go normal fela. So now so Angie, because because Leroy is broke, so he uses Dr. Google. So Jabara apparently get the weather actually is like what that being like really cold and stuff. So I know the blood what the working kind of the blood vessels the bofaha cold whatever. I was like, oh okay. But it hurts now because now I was like, guys, like, to look, actually, look. You see, here. This is really no wena masigo ke didings ke ha se marapo ke like the veins nyana or something or maybe ke di muscle ha ke itse gore go diragalang but then this is weird. But now because Rotary it's or like Leroy he's a special child. Once again, how people fit and so hey, it's fine. But then now we thank the Lord that we work from home. Wow. Okay, so anyway, Brawan Brambali. Oh shit, sorry. Brawane, le Mbali, le Bongs, le Mpho. Good morning, guys. Le Gugu.
Askis yo, Kukulenkosi says she had them and she ended up going for surgery yesterday. Can she explain what surgery was it, and like, because when I've always asked my gynae about these abdominal pains, and the thing is, you will ask him when you don't have them, and they'll tell you, Khori, like nothing is wrong, they don't see anything wrong, and it's just something that I get, and like so her for her to go through the surgery, what did they say and what did they cut out? Or I would like to know more about that, because wow, like these things are really if you look at the comments, women go through the most, and it's not just giving birth and period pains, like we go through the most. It's not.
Guys, you know what, Nick? Guys, like, sure, ask kissing. So, yeah, good morning, man. How are you? How's that drama club? The drama club, sorry. Google.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you? Oh, how are you? Got a ball.
Hey baby.
I'm good and you? Still recovering.
How are you feeling?
So,
First, how are you feeling?
sure. I feel like they removed my whole tummy. That's how I feel actually. So I went in because it was like barking, like it was painful for the whole week, and like I was bloated and it's what's going on. So I went in for like a normal checkup just to find out because I've been drinking medication and whatnot. And then they told me apparently I had fibroids, but then they couldn't operate immediately. So they had to shrink them and then they had to flush them, but they did it on the chair. Like they didn't put me out, basically. So I think it was the most painful thing because apparently it happens and then you need to go to like a gynae. You can't just go in for a normal GP for it. So they have to like check thoroughly in order to see. So the two fibroids were stuck in the fallopian tube. So they couldn't see specifically Hortikukai. So then they had to do the whole procedure. Yeah, so it's called like they flushed or something like that, whatever they call it. But yeah, it's like basically surgery that they've done without putting you down in a sense. And they're quite dangerous because if they go back into your womb or whatever, then they cause funny things and all of that. So yeah.
Guys, go to rappel, love it. I don't know, I see that's going to rappel. Like, guys, like, wow.
So did they remove your fibroids? Did they remove the fibroids?
So they managed to remove not all of them because there's one big one. So they're gonna basically they put you on this medication that I'm on currently, and then Barry it might shrink. So they'll check it obviously after like a couple of days. So whatever the option is, like I wouldn't advise. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, me, I can hear you. So maybe Sabza's network is a bit dizzy now, actually, because me, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, so basically they will check and then like if it shrinked, then they can at least flush it again. But if it doesn't, I wouldn't advise somebody to like
Flash it again. But if it
operate
doesn't,
like
I wouldn't advise.
So yeah.
Gugu, do you mind me asking, was some of the fibroids hidden? Because I know that they have a tendency of hiding themselves, and some people or some people find that gynecologists tend to miss them because they don't necessarily see them more, or they're not able to take them out. Or is that the invasive way versus your non-invasive way of getting fibroids taken out?
So kidding, it's a process. It's basically quite a long process but some of them do actually get hidden. So it depends which gynae do you go to that takes time to actually go through the whole process and see everything is clear. Yeah, I think if you know that you suffer from fibroids now and then, it's better to check every 3 or 6 months to not, because you would think, Hore, I'm just bloated, you know. You would think it's that time of the month or whatever, and then next thing, like Sebs said, that the pain becomes so severe to an extent, Hore, you can't move. Even driving is difficult. Like doing anything is just difficult. I don't know if that answers. Yeah.
You're like definitely in my prayers, guys. Yay.
And let me tell you, even walking, like simple walking, like you should have seen me now when I was walking towards my car. And my mom was like, do you have to really leave? I'm just like, "Kore ke tsamaya nkare ko koko," and you can't even walk straight. You have to bend like a little bit and then take your, and another thing. So I had a car accident. Old people know this. I had a car accident 2018, and got my car accident. I was so sorry. My womb moved from its original location, and but it went back. So now and again, it'll hop around, it'll bounce around, guys. Believe it or not, sometimes when I walk like today, I can feel it. Sorry, I understand. It's busy, like hopping around. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head and with the feeling that I'm feeling. Wait, no, ne? If a pit bull were to approach me, like if Hokataka pit bull, I wouldn't even run. I would just literally just nigela myself and let it finish me because walking, taking simple steps is a nightmare today. It's not the greatest. I don't wanna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, Kate, but they
Okay,
do
I trust you.
advise that you should they do advise that you should be off your feet as
Mm.
much as possible. And also you shouldn't be driving like long distance and all of that because apparently it does activate it quite fast. Um, I I think it was before I went to the hospital, I couldn't use my right leg. So my right leg naisanya ko hata. It felt so tender underneath and then it was getting swollen. So then the doctor said apparently I had like ke aggravated by driving because I had a long distance the day before I went to the hospital. So apparently it does aggravate it. So you need to just try to be off your feet as much as possible. And then it kind of like comes down to settle in one place and then it moves again. Gamko, like Auntie Sebs just said now that it does move. It's a weird feeling. It's not nice. It's the weirdest feeling because it feels like something is in you and yatamaya and it's just so uncomfortable. Like it's really
Hey,
uncomfortable.
yeah. And quickly, just to answer one, yes. Let me tell you guys, if there are people who are always at the doctor is women, like women, like we are always at the doctor's room and trust us to know exactly what is happening with us, especially around that area. So I've been to the doctor. I know my condition. It's not something that happens every day. So unlike now I don't have fibroids, but it's just lower abdominal pains that I've always suffered from way back, guys, way back before. Even Alexander a virgin, like way back, you know. And the womb thing started after my car accident, after I had a car accident in 2018. So it's not like now there's something wrong or they can rugella my womb into something so that it doesn't move. Nothing can be done. It's just something that I will go through now and then.
And I'm still gonna pray for you guys,
And
by the way.
yeah, and the funniest is my womb is not strong enough to carry a child. Let me tell you, she is 3 years old and a handful.
2 hands full actually, by the way, but hey, it's all good. Maponyan, you wanted to comment here? Oh shit, but guys, you know what, ne? We are not giving medical advice, ne? So please, we're just like sharing the experience here, ne? So please, we apologize to the medical boards there, no? Sorry about that. We're just sharing experiences. Yes, Mpo?
Good day. I heard this thing and immediately her subs are describing her pain. I was like, oh my God, fibroids or PCOS because I have fibroids. And the time that I went to the hospital, Horabadi discovered it was because I had these extremely painful period pains that I had to be rushed to the ER and they found them. And they told me at the time, it was in 2021, they told me they can't take them out surgically because I was still young. So that was, well, according to them, I was still young. So they couldn't remove them surgically. So they're going to wait for them to shrink on their own because they're capable of doing that. And as someone who is very irresponsible, I haven't been going to my gynae in God knows how long. And I've been having these extreme pains even when I'm not on my period. So you just reminded me that I have to run to the gynae as soon as possible to get them removed. And they told me with the way they are placed, because I don't just have them, I also have getting ovarian cysts. Chances of me carrying full term are slim to none. So they might have to operate and remove my womb.
So guys, you know what, nah? Point right, nah? 11 lied to actually you, like my sister, because I know you love kids actually, but by the grace of God, trust me, you're gonna have.
She's going to have 5 of them. Popo, let me tell you, like I said, guys, I was told by 2 doctors, Hore, hey, carrying a child, hey. And I remember crying the one time I was praying and I cried and I said, God, hey, you can tima me anything in this world. You cannot deprive me from being a
My
mother.
exact prayer, not that being my exact prayer.
He has the last say. Like
Guys,
I know me, God can answer me anything. That part, I was just like,
guys, let me tell you something really amazing about my God. My God is a special God. My God can make the impossible possible. Then Jelo eno salonze fela we are not our cannot be happen to be yet that happened. Born through all your pains, remember that what you manifest with your mouth, oh my God, Jesus, what you say with your mouth will come to be because the power is here. So born Sabrina, you guys are healed in Jesus' name. Come on, somebody. Wait, actually, wait. Like, what's that? Yeah?
Christ.
Sabrina, ke moruti wa tsotsi. Wa
What's
mitse
all
moruti wa
yeah?
tsotsi.
Okay, you know what? Okay, wait.
Okay, so with me,
Let me start back from the
let me
beginning
just
first.
submit and
Oh, yeah, cool.
stab.
Yeah, so my God is an awesome God. Whoa, Jesus. May I get an amen right there? Okay, guys, go on. What the hell, man? Okay. Yes, my God is an awesome God. My God. Yo, guys, I'm talking about my God. Jesus. You guys are healed in Jesus' name. So now until we can start the show. Oh, hey, okay. Okay, gotta before we start the show, Sabrina wanted to say something quickly, maybe I think, but then remember that.
Yeah, very. You know what, Nim? It's a condition like any other condition, but one that is unbearable. So research has also proven that most women that actually fall pregnant do have fibroids automatically. It's just that they shrink once they give birth, and most women don't know that. But an alkaline diet has helped many. Herbs help, but there's a cute, like fruit and veg diet that helps. And most women that go through this are unaware because remember the diagnosis is it's very muchly linked to the period pain. And naturally, as women, again, we are actually we are used to it. But once they get a flow that is unbearable and the pain is like a knife is being stuck to you, I always tell women this: you need to visit your doctor. They can detect these. And the pain that I have seen women go through this, and sometimes Ntlantla said that she was told to come in summer. They are vicious little things, right? That can hide. They can look like lela la gago nako e nngwe, by the way. They can, what's the worst part that is actually the psychological part of it is that, yes, red meat, yuck. Sorry for the red meat lovers.
Give me some chicken.
The worst case scenario about this is that when a woman has symptoms of pregnancy and they think they're pregnant, and actually it is something that it is not, a change of diet and a change of mentality, one of the worst things to go through, because the rest of us do not understand, right? But you need to change it, right? And now with Mpo, I will help you because I know remedies, right, outside of what pharmaceutical can do. Pharmaceutical helps in a surgical manner. And the worst that works the best is the one I never tell anyone to run to, which is a hysterectomy, right? I never encourage anyone to go for that, especially someone but I need you guys to also start doing this. Anyone, even people that don't suffer from fibroids, right? Pray over your wombs because we are receivers as women. Pray over your wombs. But when it comes to popelo, like I said, because that is the force of life. That is where life is recreated. How it is always miraculous. It is just that after giving birth, that's when you deal with what the world then prosecutes you for, right? Mare, Masoko, it's only when you're ready that I will be able to unpack everything for you. But I promise you, it is possible to be pregnant even after that pain. Mpho wena ka itse gore ke tlo go thusa yang mama. Mint tea le green tea nyana tse ka rosemary di tlo go thusa ngwana ko gae. Ga di go poison gope. O itse le itse di strawberry e le di aphrodisiac. Le tsone di a thusa. Let me mute and give Ntlantla a chance, ne?
Yeah, no. Guys, no, like, just another disclaimer, and actually, we are not giving what's that, like, medical advice here, right? We are just like sharing the experience, actually. Mara, like, make sure you check your doctor. How's not doctor, but again, dear mama say because her father is a doctor. So maybe she can plug you, back in there. Nah? But then sharp with love. So Ntlantla, you can talk in 2 minutes and then we can what's that, start the show.
Hi guys. Now what happened is 2018, like I went to a party with my friends, then I came back not working. Then what happened? Yeah, I came back not working. Then my cousin was carrying me around until we got home. So when I got home, it was very painful on my stomach. I don't know what was going on. So when time goes, then I started not go rotela ka mo ntle, ne ke rotela ka mo gare. So it started being worse. I don't know what happened. Then my cousin was like, "No, you need to go to the doctor." Then I end up going to hospital. Then when they check, I get bona only pregnant. They check with this thing, ya thing, king, mo maleng. So they saw gore ne ke rutela ka mo gare. So they said to me, "How this thing e tshwara bontate, not bomme. So what's wrong?" Then I was like, "No, I don't know." So bampotsa gore ke nwele Sarita. Sarita used to drink it a lot. So but Sarita does cause that. Then I didn't.
Wait, as in, like, you mean working kind of the apple cider thing, that
Sarita.
yeah.
Sarita alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarita alcohol that we always drink. They say everything that we drink, like I get by the apples and fruits and everything. So those things, they're not right for women, like to drink, like as an alcohol thing.
Yeah.
So Sarita caused for a block then o sa kgone ho rota outside, o kgona ho rota inside. So when I came from the doctor, okay, doctor, there's nothing wrong with me, but now I'm feeling catheter. I can say if like a catheter if I Kenya. So I started using that. Then after some few weeks, I went back to the doctor. Then he said, "No, you are fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You must stop drinking sarit." That's when I stopped. Then 2021, then I met my husband. Then I rekala and everything. So I was so scared, or maybe that thing did affect me or something. But no, then I got my daughter 2022. Yeah, everything was fine. But yeah, we must always check all the time. These things, they're good.
100%, guys.
Yeah,
Boy,
especially
make
alcohol.
sure that you are 100%. But again, Susan Chandler, thank you very much there, actually, there. Ne? You, 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 you have helped mom actually but you know what? But again, to actually stop drinking this, I really savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I happen to must actually check the doctors there. But they're like, thank you very much, this is Chandler. Ne?
Okay, thank
Bye
you.
bye. So yeah, guys, one like. Ish. Okay, so my last word there, actually, your guys know it, né? There's a book called God's Pharmacy, right? God's Pharmacy, right? So there you get like a book with the organic recipes for your health, bargaining kind of things, actually, as in like maybe you have a clogged up nose and then you can do this and this and this and that, but then organically, like not via the pharmacy, as in like you see. So yeah, like just get that. This Lady G actually has it, so you're like just check it out. But then the final disclaimer: we we were not giving medical advice, guys. We were just sharing experiences via the health things, nah? Thank you very much. And I'm annoyed right now because like this preschool here next to me, they're hosting like another party again now. The wheels of the bus go round and round here. But anyway, let's start the show quickly. And okay, so we are 15K now already. Thank you very much, guys. You are loved. You are very much appreciated. So today we're gonna be talking about something kind of funny now, but then let's just keep it professional and happy, like more funny, but then like with respect, nah? So let me play you this quickly before I change
The
this.
views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, please let's remember that like we are gonna be discussing this with pure respect. Yes, we can laugh. Yes, we can make jokes, but then if it happens that you actually like step on someone's toes, please apologize with respect, né? But then again, you can feel free to talk and be 100% yourself. Just remember that we are different and we are special in our own ways. So let's just try to be good people, né? To each other, right? Sharp. So here's the topic, guys. Nah? The peer pressure amongst rona bagolo, nah? So like my leadership like this morning actually, nah, he told me that I didn't really necessarily like had to put the adulthood there actually, but because now like peer pressure means as in like your friend and so like my explanation there was very often actually like peer pressure is associated with as like about like kid stuff, as in like with college, with high school, with primary, that's also now like I really just wanted to let's understand what's that peer pressure mean actually now. So and how now how now do you see it now with rona bagolo no yana, with how we live now and how we adapt to as in like as like groups of people, or maybe how, right? So this is the Google meaning of peer pressure, right?
Peer pressure is when you are influenced by other people, your peers, to act in a certain way. If you're with friends who are doing something that you typically would not do and they convince you to do what they are doing, that is an example of peer pressure.
Exactly. So just to clarify that, so peer pressure has a deal with high school fail. Then, but I got it because now me at my young what's that age now actually, right? And I'm happy with a person that lives more Pitor and happy works more the club, and actually like I'm like I usually see this a lot actually, right? And I have like Joe, you know what, this is really sad, guys. Like Joe like really said that like you'll see grown men actually now taking up loans and happy like cause that borrowing the friends what's that the cars, tailors, and like just to impress varsity kids, guys. Then you're like, dude, you have a degree, maybe you have a now job in your, but then you feel the need to actually like fit in here to actually like chama these young girls. And I'm like, guys, peer pressure is real. Hey, I'm not a joke. I'm a bro. You know what? There's a time when Nikile go like a family funeral, killing like a few years back actually, right? So now because I get me I work more clubbing and happily as like these brands and whatever. They expect okay good after tears what in that they expected me go reka di Hennessy le di champagne in kare le na la tseno why, but hey mona ke rona nna Gauteng ngwana you are this and that. I was like hey, guys chill. Then somebody decided gore ene he banyana ha batle no pop a bottle every time every weekend. But then now like looking at like his life actually, he has piece jobs, but then like he still feels the need to actually like be included more. This what's that like social space thing, or okay when you are born now you know. So I was like, that's sad, guys. So okay sharp now, like yo okay sharp, let me not say much actually because like there's a lot of comments and they're like, but I can't read like what's that out loud, guys, because of my what's that speech impediment thing. But then please hop in here so you can have like your opinion here actually. But I see myself, it says adulthood comes with never ending growing pains. The pressure is horrible. Why do people feel the need to actually like fit in and like sharp guys? Why can't you be like Leroy so and they like just talk shit and they're like, but we're quiet and then we just laugh and then like just no, actually no. I'm sorry. That's bad behavior. I'm sorry. But anyway, now as that could invite the mocha F nagar nalang kids na or nagal tsai lotle. Could invite the F lotle. Like you must let me know how do you see what's that peer pressure more what's that like with the age that we live in now, right? So we're gonna start from the bottom. Ntando, please mute there. Please mute there quickly. Are you able to pin comments? Let me see. No, I can't. Oh. But before, what's that? We used to be able to, but now No, but then now you can't really. Okay, no, it's fine. It's whatever. Okay, so Sabrina, so when like, how do you see it when? Oh yeah, but then my moderators, Habayo, okay, like maybe sensitive.
Lee, ke kopa sa simolola ka nna this time because I ke ntse ke ntse fo thoko ga letlhakore la gago and ke bila ka bua previously. Let other people speak first.
Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, it's fine. Okay. Since you might be my moderator, but then I get more because maybe he can pin them. Because me, I can't. Because I don't know why. Because I have that option here. But anyway, yeah. So, but one. So yeah, man. So now, what's your view here? More working. More actually the peer pressure of like doing stupid things, so so how do you see it, like what's your experience, what could be the problem, and then how can we fix that,
Hamba kanjani?
Tapuzera mpinjaka.
Ishap. No, mina ngikile mo kuzogaya moral support sinyana. But also, I wanna ask you a question about this topic. Can peer pressure be viewed on a positive note, in a sense where,
Yes.
or it can? Okay, no, sharp. I'll speak later. I'm gonna give others a chance for now.
Well, yeah, actually, what, like you just sparked actually like, something and but actually peer pressure is not so bad, like sometimes it's not so bad, but then now I want to hear it like from you, Horowen. How do you view it, and what can be changed, there, here, and here, how? So, like your view there, king, sharp.
Um, the reason why I asked you if peer pressure can it be viewed on a positive note is because I have been I have experienced peer pressure, but not in a negative way. Well, I have experienced it in a negative way, but in mostly where I am in life right now, it's mostly in a positive note.
Actually, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. I'm gonna give others a chance. I'll speak later.
All right, cool. Maria, thank you very much there, man. Brantandro, you were here yesterday, but I've never seen you here on the panel, brag. How are you? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Wait. Let me welcome you properly. Oh, yes.
The team attach welcome.
What a touchdown, baby. Yeah, baby. We're my core run down right now.
No. No. Yesterday I was just creating havoc in the comments. You know what? Peer pressure, man. I've seen it in the wildest forms, and I'm gonna just speak on the one event that I saw. I remember it was Blue Room.
Which one?
Uh, I lived in Acadia, so down Acadia Street, in town. Yeah,
Okay.
that one. Yeah, but I used to, that's where I used to work around the guys. I see things. I was fortunate to. So I was a designated driver that night, so I wasn't drinking, right? So you get to, guys, when you're sober in a club, hey, you see things, man.
Yeah, dog. Crazy things.
like the club is crazy. And so I speak to one of the hostesses, but she's shocked. She's like, dude, I don't see you and you're not drinking. And I'm like, no, I'm the designated driver. For some odd reason, then she decided, no, I'm going to chill with you guys. Your guys are buying bottles, obviously, but I want to talk to you. And when you see it from her perspective, it's business. She's like, dude, I'm studying. I've got a side hustle going on. I get calm from every single bottle. So I'm going to push as much calm as possible for tonight. So when these guys walk in, all I'm seeing is commission. I will talk to you. I'll stroke your head. But she's very pretty. Like, when you look at someone, you're like, God damn, she's that goddamn beautiful, right? And she's like, oh, my boy, I'm pushing business here. Like, I've got a side hustle that needs money.
Wait. But I'm gonna so like, wait. Sorry, business. You mean business?
No. As in every bottle, obviously, she's getting calm. right? And
Oh, okay,
you're
okay.
watching these. I'm talking about men old enough to be my dad. Never mind guys in my age group, right? Men old enough to be my dad, right? Are sitting there buying bottles for varsity students. One way, boy. It's just like you looking at the labels, the stuff that's coming out. You're like, hey, man. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna make calm. Like I know tonight I'm gonna make proper money from these older gentlemen. She's like, you guys, our age group, you guys don't spend. It's boma time. They come and blow their kids' varsity fees here.
But
And
we
it's
are
just
broke, grown up, boy.
we're broke.
We're broke.
Like we could remove from the VIP by a timer. Do you understand when a timer walks in? John when he's wearing a Johnny and Crockett shoe, that those guys, he must fear those boys.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
saw that's when I saw the peer pressure that these old cats, bro, these older cats, bazogcwalisela. When they were competing, the one would get a bottle. 5 minutes later, bah! You see the sparklers coming through with a bottle, and it's all older dudes. Like we younger dudes were like 1-2 nyana, and they look at us. They're like, "Oh, did okay, it's just and you just see them coming one way. And I was shocked that these boys, men, were
Man,
competing like boys, and I was like, nah, man, you can't be not at that age, bro. What have you got to prove? You've got a family.
nothing, dude.
Like you've done it.
Absolutely nothing.
You should be running side missions in life now. Side quests. You've done the full game, and no, they're still competing to show off too. So, in fact, this is the crazy part. They're competing near peer pressure to show off to, I have to say, kids that are the same age as their kids in varsity, basically.
Yes.
That for me is crazy.
Wait, see, Berkman, Ntando, ne? So here's my thinking, Jeff, but then like this is not facts, but then like these are my calculations, for you know what, ne? Like most of these guys, ne? That can be the timers actually to us, ne? I feel like the reason why they do that actually, like they are kind of playing catch up, with breaking down like with like their lives now, because now you would like find that their glory years actually they were nerds maybe, or maybe they were socially was that
Yeah.
they were socially not accepted, so now like they were geeks, so, yeah, yeah, so now they worked hard for no nejo. I mean, again, like I wanna what again, like I wanna learn like clean like papa bottle one day, and then now that comes later on in life, like where now you are literally you're embarrassing yourself now.
Yeah.
So now in our fam, they're like just chill, man. I mean, come on, bro. I'm like, bro, you have a wife, you have a child,
And
and
then
now
if you are, and I'm gonna say this, unlucky enough to know them closely enough, you know their wives, right? And they've got like stunning,
wives, bro.
right? And people that genuinely love them. Like you can see, these are the kind of people that like genuinely care about their well-being, right? I think for me, it's what I learned in my first year. And most of them are engineering people. If you're an engineering person, like it is what it is. These boys studied one week overcity, right?
Yeah,
Never partied. And then they
never
tell you there's
party.
always a
Yes.
story. Go to UT that watch out for the engineering boys. Because for 4 years they'll study, no partying. Fifth year, that first job, he comes up with a GTI. He comes to do damage. And you can't compete with him.
When it comes to
So
campus, not quite thing.
yeah. And you as a first year, you can't. So these things with peer pressure, even in adulthood, it carries on. Now it gets a lot more expensive. It's not just the bottles. It's Leroy just bought a new wild track. Hey, I must also now go trade in my Ranger and I must get a Raptor. That time installment dude would see more. But you look nice. And also peer pressure, even can I dare say, not even just across friends, but even in couples, bruh. Like your partner will see hore smang mang or their husband a new watch, and then she must also now go buy you a watch, or she sees that her friend Bamureketsi Porsche was. I went to a 40th birthday, guys. The cars that are parked in that parking lot. Ne? Let me say this: the ladies were part of what they call a Rolex club. All the ladies had Rolexes on. So Nahana, when our feet are in that club and your wife doesn't have a Rolex, Baba, you must make a plan and buy her a Rolex.
Well, me personally, no, but hey, yeah, I know, and then like working the shit, the engineer boys, yeah. Me, I'm like,
You must fear engineering boys, but also peer pressure isn't just your boys only. It can also be your spouse as well, where it's just like, ah, baby, Mara, I'm gonna get a Rolex. Lena, I want, that baguette or that chocolate Rolex because, she's got it. I also have to have it.
that's exactly what Barky Mangana Masoko actually said. Actually, now that's more comment. Or like sometimes women they kind of put on these what's that expectations that are not actually baby you must baby you must baby no but man bonantando molele no rekile eng swana je baby lo yana reka. I'm like, so now why do you think that like was that people actually feel like the pressure to actually like fit in, like the pressure to be you guys know, and it's like me too. Like why actually like what? Yeah, they.
We never grew up. As kids, and look, it comes from observe toddlers. You give a toddler a toy, when they are alone in the house, right? It'll sit there and they won't mind it. But the moment another child is introduced into the picture and they play with the toy, all of a sudden that toy now has a newfound value. Now the kid wants it. Some of us are still in our toddler mindset in grown adult bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand? Like what the child does not understand is that when that baby leaves, the toy stays. I can enjoy that toy at any given time. Any given time. And a lot of us don't we forget that listen, we may not be able to enjoy it now, but I want us to enjoy it. There's something nice about having something that you're enjoying it to the fullest because you can afford it, right? Versus just because I've seen Leroy, he's got a new RS3, right, which is one of my favorite cars.
Yeah,
Now,
actually,
have you seen the installments of RS3? It's past 18K before insurance jumps in. Now, Linda, I'm gonna go get an RS3. No, but I'm not gonna enjoy it the way Leroy enjoys it because Leroy will drive the thing like it's supposed to be driven. Nah, petrol tank,
imagine.
petrol gauge, and that's what happens. We're still toddlers in human in full adult form bodies, should I say? That's why we do the things that we do. Know what's for you, and when it's for you. I want the when. It's not your time. Yes, it's for you, but it's not your time yet. So that you may enjoy it to the fullest. And also know your partner as well, man. Like, hey, I know guys who are in debt right now.
Because of stock.
Not even stock or sack outside, stock or sack on clue. Because stock or say, King Abuti, Naki Kloka 1, 2, 3, because she just redid her kitchen. I also now need a new kitchen. For what?
For a while, baby, let's fine, relax. Yeah, man. Ish, yeah, guys, yeah, right? And a good news, but then, Rodman, thank you very much, there, man. Right, like you literally dropped some good bars right there, and I've been seeing your comments there, guys. Ish, like. Like there's a lot to this peer pressure thing actually here because now Jay working and because I saw Lady family, Lady partner being a part of the Rolex group. So Njelema Kupe mentioned what's that? Peer pressure was fueled by feeling inadequate. Hey, yeah, ne? Kuning. So okay, fine. Let's go step by step, now, guys. So like remember 12:30 actually we are finishing parking because I have to do yesterday's videos actually because like we did 5 hours yesterday, so there's a lot of work to do. So by 12:30 we are going to be finishing now. No, actually 12:30 actually. So go 45 minutes and then maybe we can laugh a bit and then cool. So 5 minutes and then we conclude and then we come with the solution, then we laugh. So Nshlanshla,
Hi guys. Now pressure is very real because feeling family, like the cousins. So, okay, my cousins had kids and everything. So I was really old, maybe kenal 30. So I was telling them, hi, I'm 30, hi, and now what. I was like, yo, you need to have a child and what. But I get a bona, if I did follow them and having a child before then, kabe ke a sokola because of ba sokola ka bana mabona, nene ga bana tšhelete ya borotho and everything. But nna pressure is really real, and batho tshwanetse ba enke ba kgone go inaganela le bona gore no, they need to think for themselves. So wait again. Sometimes having a child, Rana, you need to think when is the right time. Because having a child and following people, you end up in no way.
In yeah, and, like really as in like really crazy things actually. So now Barak Mang Sisi, you know there's something that I want to ask you. Okay, yeah, so now okay, so like what do you think that could be the solution actually for not guys, like let's stop doing this now. So like how do you think we can actually maneuver that conversation for guys, Shaban man?
Yeah, not for my side. Like having a kid, if you are not ready, it's a no. Just fix yourself, ube right mo lifeng. Then, because of Rona as women, like re a kgona ho choose to have a kid like anytime, but finally the family planning. You need to go family planning, wait a family planning. Then from there, when you see that the guy is the right person and is the father figure, that's when you can do kids. Because sometimes we do kids with people that are not father figures. You do kids and they don't want to even support the kids at the end of the day. So we need to be alert as women. Don't have a child because of someone is pushing you. Because I had a boyfriend last, he said to me, I need to choose having a kid or go out. Then I went out of the relationship. We had to break up.
Yes,
But you have to, yeah, you have to just tell yourself that you'll have a kid when you are
when you are ready.
right, yeah, ready and everything. Yeah, that's me.
100% there, man. Like
Yeah.
100% there, guys. As man, and with that is able to quit into. Wena hauna ngwana wena he wena uyaguga manje wena bana berambere and you like guys well,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. True.
number one,
Yeah.
this is a whole human being, guys.
Mm.
So nje lona la batla ke nne le ngwana nje nje fela to say oh my god you're so cute. Eh, like let's avoid that actually, but you know what, like season thank you very much ne
Okay.
re tlo boela mo gona later yana gape no na re
Right.
discuss the solutions now yeah.
Okay.
So guys, eh, eh, but you know what ne, let me leave that conversation for now actually, but then hey, okay, Sabrina, so now what's your view here, more the other peer pressure more following no?
You know what, name? The worst peer pressure that we can talk about, because obviously, I mean, they've got egos, you know, they want to prove a point, they want to be recognized. Do you know the peer pressure that women go through? It is not funny. It is also painful, but it can be funny.
Yeah.
Peer pressure ya hore bathong Sabrina o setse o na le 35 ka nte reng re e bona leng haibo gahleni, do you know what I'm saying? And it also comes with achievement go the adulting, you know. I think the comprehension of realizing that with peer pressure we are forgetting the fact that it comes with less confidence, like self-confidence, and it leads to probably distancing yourself from families, right? Or even friends. And the increase that comes with depression and anxiety with peer pressure. Because for home guys, wapalwa. Like you can't, right? You really, you are not in the position of reaching the level that most of your circle is in, right? And for some reason, people will have remarks, guys, whereas you find yourself self-sacrificing yourself to please people that you're probably not even happy being around, right? And it's the most ridiculous thing to view. Peer pressure, I just sushi when you have allergies, but because it's a date, there you are flying in that Uber, right? Going into that. So for me, peer pressure in adulthood, it is harder than when we were young. When we were young, we
Yes,
could
actually.
relate.
Yeah.
It is actually the hardest thing to go through because now you actually do reflect and then you kind of in your mind actually believe that you're not making it. Mang mang o na le ntlo, o na le bana, o na le monna, you know, that person is labeled as somebody that has achieved. All of a sudden, you feel to be relevant, you also need to obtain a husband, get pregnant, and a household. But you don't know what formula was used. You don't know what compromises were actually then underwent. But here you are openly saying, I'm going to gun for it. And you actually might be opening a can of worms related to who you are in your personal space. So, peer pressure in adulthood is a very sad case scenario that has landed many people in almost unaliving themselves, which is sad just because they are not being recognized, they are not being seen, and they're crying boo hoo, they want to fit in. It is the worst thing ever. Blessed are those that have a circle that encourages and say aragazate, you know, "Chomi na le bokae, re tla bona ko pele." That concept used to be something that used to be used when we were young. It actually worked. And as we grow up, for some reason, Makupe is a CEO, Ntlantla is a financial manager, Ndando is a, I don't know, COO, a chief operating. They probably went to university, they got plugged. I know very well that at my home, right, we could not afford for me to go to university. I had the responsibility of actually getting a job and making sure we get by. I'm not saying I have to unfriend them, right? But as an adult, there's where you need to cope with how do I get to in bettering my life because these are people that I trust, I love, and I love being around them. Instead of secretly being at war with these people because of probably a pressure that they're not aware of. So it's such a subconscious activity that most people find themselves in, only to realize once in deep trouble that this is not who I am. You know, it's a very sad activity.
You really hit me here, Nyan, also, okay? Horrible. Like, some people will do crazy things, like, you know, oh yeah, what can happen? Later effects, actually, as in, like, what,
Thanks, my friend. People are
psychological
calling you Lord
effects,
of the
actually.
Rings. Yeah, people will be the Lord of the Rings. You know who Leroy is abusive emotionally. Leroy habatlo hola. But you know what? Leroy is the only man I've ever been with, and everybody loves Leroy for me and him. And then you start actually putting Leroy under pressure because everybody is saying that you've been with this Leroy. Why Lesanyal? You get married only to find yourself in a dead pool and you're not getting out. You're sinking. You're sinking. There's a song, If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time. I'm sinking, sinking to die no more. And you know, the lyrical content is that you can't turn back the
That is
hands
not
of
moving
time,
on
my
an absent.
baby. You're moving and you're moving kamoralo. Remember school back for 12 years, if not 15, guys. Honestly, once we are done with that, there should be a lot that we should learn. We really the LO, lady ing man. The worst part in adulthood is we forget that we are still learning, but we classify ourselves as qualified people, and yet we deal with these pressures, you know? But yeah,
Yeah, Mrs. Sabrina, why vulanya? I mean, again, as in, like, ngizosithulela. KG, ngicela lapha mfowethu because I want to working and go explain the difference we bolelang that because me I don't understand what you say, man. Bro, na rona kana rona re keng kana university ha ya re bona. So go just class kwela. Anyway, Makupe, Cool. So, Jalwana, you said something really profound there by the comments there, actually, Khantel. Which kind of links with what actually, like, was that Sabrina said, actually. So, please unpack it for us there, my sister. I know when you are very good with words, actually. So, please help me pack it properly there.
Dumelang.
So, bro, sorry.
Really bra.
Sorry.
So I guess mostly I do echo Sabrina's sentiments, right? Uh, but human beings are social beings. In our nature, we want to belong, right? Now, the problem is that the people around you are your mirrors. So if batubaling around when I have never have negative self-talk, I'm only have negative self-talk and all of those things, they are going to reflect those things onto you. And if you also have negative self-talk, you're going to need external validation from people. Wabo? So that's basically what fuels peer pressure. People don't want to suffer alone. They will pressurize you to suffer with them. That's why you will find, let's say, you can see from the outside, also belong now, also but you can see this person, they're recruiting other people to suffer with them so that we can identify with each other and talk about the suffering together. So if you allow people to do that and you don't use your own eyes, if wena awuna that thing in you, o tlo sokola ka gore people recruit others. A ke re ba tjho gore misery likes company. People recruit others to be miserable with them. And I think that is exactly Ntando. So essentially, but again, that's what peer pressure is. And another thing is, it's not peer pressure if it has a positive outcome. So I see there's somebody who mentioned earlier, can it be positive and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get one.
Yeah, according to my understanding, peer pressure is when you are pressurized into doing something that you wouldn't be able to do or that you can't do, like it's beyond your scope of bukoni. But when somebody inspires or motivates you, it's different.
Also, now we can call it, what's that, motivation versus versus peer pressure.
I guess. Yes, I guess.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah. You're making more sense there, yeah.
So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Actually, yeah, man. Yeah, actually, you are making good, as in, like, valid points there, actually. So now, okay, so what do you think would be the solution now for like, let's say Leroy feels the need for like a Hennessy because now it's a Friday night. So, like, yeah.
You know what, Leroy? You must know yourself. You must know your situation. You must know whether this is relevant for my life. Ha ke tloga mo, Leroy yena, it seems, because also Leroy a re tsebe gore he seems like wa afforda mabotlolo i5. Then nna ke phega le Leroy. And we go back to that thing where we will suffer together. Ro reka mabotlolo i5 tonight. Ka o sa ntla be re bolela ka dikhabish really too. Friend, ke kopa mphe lele one. Like, dilo tse bjalo, now you're reminiscing about how you were balling last night in the club, le ja dikhabish le metsi bjano. You know what I mean? So some people have seen, they see suffering and pain as a bonding experience. We can't bond otherwise if we're not suffering together. You see, so sometimes we create these situations so that we can bond over it tomorrow. So it's a tough one. People need to just be realistic with themselves. I mean, my own
Trauma
personal
bond. That's
experience,
the word. Yeah, actually, sorry about that.
is trauma bonds.
Uh,
So, like, nah, I'm so happy for peer pressure. Never. It has never been a problem for me. One, sometimes I couldn't even get out. My parents had me at a chokehold. So there was no time for me to be going to peer pressurize outside. And then I think it just made me create a relationship with myself where I wasn't bothered by things. But I think deep down I was. There's someone here on the comments who grew up with me. Bila ke Lerato. We
Hello,
used to
Rato Bila. Welcome. Wait. Welcome, Rato.
we used to go to church together, and we were on the outskirts. We weren't the popular ones. We I think that's how we became close, because we would, the two of us would go, and we usually used to sit and sing together and do all these things together.
That's so
But then I later found out that dilo tse ne di direga when we were excluded, they did us a huge favor. Yeah, understand?
born.
So,
100%. Yeah.
bona, I wish I could have, actually, me and Bila need to have a coffee date. Ke mo qoqele ditaba tse ke di utlwileng, but a se collab.
Yeah, no, working gara, I'm not on some kunutu no yana. So what, relax.
Bonda over gossip. Don't judge us.
Hey man. Boy, have fun right there, guys. But then, man, yeah, I never man kind of you cook. Actually, you know what, nah? There's something that I like that I also realized, nah, like from a young what's that age actually, nah, because I can't remember like what like nearly the habli di pache, like the beer the ing. Then I remember this one time really was queen that so I was like parking can reload to very patch so then I smoked this actually like then I didn't feel well actually, but then I was like, Leroy, why are you doing this? You really don't have to do this. Then from there, actually now they were smoking weed, hey, lead habits and so, but then we would like normally it's already taverning actually, right? So Biri was also peer pressure, but then again, like meal alcohol thought that we have a special bond to with my as an adult like right meal alcohol have a special bond, but then what I did by actually the but then I really actually got to learn self-contentment actually how to say, you know what now? These are your friends, okay, fine. They prefer to do this like that, this like that. You don't really have to, because like this is not for you. Braga, since then, born or among we rang in guy young, hey, this is getting pop egg, say Braga fade. Me, one beer, Likonanyana, le meets or maybe gin fella, I born, I get sharp. So that's now actually like helped me a lot, actually. I wanna happy is like, like me moving here, mo Gauteng, and then like seeing things now. Go blue room, now you see my hot man, but it was expensive, and then you're like, ish, but but then now, as in like low key, like me personally, psychologically, me, I know that fana, lap how gain lap. There's not your field right there, so born as like leave that. That helped me a lot happen, like when it comes to girls actually. But I gonna get it now. The pressure would be get like not like what can kind of weave thin waist, still a big ass, still makeup, ing. Those are the girls like you should go for. But then I'm like, we don't vibe like that, fam. No, fam, I'm stoko boy, bona banyana, tlemile batlala. I'm like, why? Because they're not my friends like that, So one thing that I would say, Baraking, and there actually, like, let's say you are low-key going through that in Jelena. Just learn to be real with yourself, actually. There. Oh yeah, and I have leadership actually, as in like KG said it yesterday. Actually, do some thorough self-introspection. Actually, sharp. Do you really need to be doing this or that or that or that? How far can you go yourself? But I can bail actually. Be content with that. To do the best you can for yourself, barely. I wanna before you feel like as they're getting that Ranger, that Rover, because Makupa has a Rover, so Angelo and Naga Rover. Check yourself first. Be 100% like raw with yourself. Happy kuza yourself actually. Learn to reprimand yourself. Cause sometimes when a lot of people perform and then you like, hey, boy. You really cannot go there. So chilla iso. Then I fade. But yeah, man, it's as basically that. Ntando, you want to spice up Nyana before Black Mentalist?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's actually pointing to what he was speaking about as well himself in the comments about that. There's actually also positive peer pressure, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Um, for me, I'm gonna recount. I think it's December the 31st, 2021. I can remember we're in Northcliffe, right? We're sitting, guys, in a what they call an 8-house estate. Like there's only 8 houses in that estate, yeah. And like they've built it themselves, right? And we're looking over Joburg, and a guy sits next to me. I don't know how, but the conversation ended up being about easy equities, ne?
Oh
The
yeah.
simple. The guy is simple. Like I've observed this guy now over the last couple of years, right? The way this man moves, ne? He's in a group of friends, Leroy, that have money. There's like money, and then there's like
Money.
money where somebody can buy your life. They can buy your whole life. They can
Yeah.
finance it, right? And still be okay. And and this guy
But I
says to
know
me,
those people will enter exception. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna that
you know,
life.
this guy who can literally David order your life, your whole life. And he says to me, you know, we're chatting a little bit, and then the subject of money comes out, and you know, our relationship with money. And he tells me, but he's like, oh, you like investing? That man put me onto easy equities to the point where this day, like, I still go back to him and I thank him because that day, guys, I literally got on that app and it's changed my entire outlook. Like now I look at life and my relationship with money is so different. That man, I watched him 2 weeks ago. We walked into a bottle store after like there was like, you know, these unveiling things, only the after tears, ne? Squats are high. The boys were actually, I remember one guy was like, oh, Anna Hennessy. Ah, guys, Anna Hennessy, how don't you have Hennessy in this shop, ne? And he goes for a bottle of wine and goes, okay, no, I'm gonna buy this bottle of wine and I'm just gonna buy this bottle. I don't need a lot. I just need, and the bottle is like $100, $100. This is a man when he opens his Easy Equities account and you look at the portfolio value, you're like, yay. And he feels no need to show. But best believe his kid, varsity fees, that boy is 5. He knows it's sorted already. And I was like, that's what I want. When you are comfortable to the point where you don't have to show it.
You really don't feel the need for no actually as in, like they must see me, they must know what I mean mali. Self-contentment, Maji.
Like you can
100%.
have you ever seen somebody that looks healthy because they know they made the right decisions? Like that dude is happy, man. Even when he walks, man, you can sort of know, man, I would say that is sharp. And I was like, that's what I want. That's what success looks like for me. I think somebody said it in the comments that one of the biggest weapons against peer pressure is having a healthy relationship with self. And also predefining, before you get to that circle of friends, predefining what does success look like for me? And once you have that, no one can force you out of it. If I can show up, ka t-shirt ya ko jet, but knowing very well, gore, guys, now when month end comes, David orders don't stress me, bruh. Like, I don't to the point where like I don't even know what my David orders are, guys. Mina ngwane nje imali yaphuma and okumnandi siyaphila. That's that for me became a picture of success when your kids' varsity fees are sorted at the age of 5. When I can even tell with his wife, and his wife is so happy around him because she knows this man is making all the right decisions. That for me, I've predefined as my picture of success. When your wife can look at you and go, no, it's simnand, and she can say it with her chest, then we're good.
Man. Mfana yimi lapho nami one day ngithi kusafana basaba suphuza iblack mfana wami. Bona hora papa hora yamona. I'm not Leroy when you were playing here big places got the Hennessy guy. I'm like boy. Bona no beer, it's fine, boy, relax. But anyway, yeah, man. Have a healthy relationship with yourself, Bailey, actually. So I know you really wouldn't feel the need for the external validation of you as that I'm like being great, you know. Love yourself. Zitonde. Anyway, we continue. We are left with approximately 40-50 minutes. That's all. So let's do the right things. There was a question there from KG, but then he refuses. So I don't know, because me I get that question, but it's fine. Black mentalists, you can continue, my good sir.
Sanibonani. Angazi ngizothini uSotobe usekhulume konke. Noma Khuphe wathatha lokho ebengisho kuma comment so but yeah, adulthood peer pressure. You know, I get to see it normally when you start relating at times. Like it's easier to see it there when you start having a relationship with someone and it goes on for some time, and then now you start, as a guy, you start putting pressure on her to give you the nookie. How you do that, you trade the certain things that you sort of, you know, put up for her to give it up to you, you know. And I would say, for lack of better words, manipulation. You know, there's certain things that you manipulate her with, and she ends up giving in. And after she gives in, she says, "Ungishada nini?" And that's the only pressure that men get to see, right? When a woman says that, when are you going to my family? We see that as pressure. A lot of men would tell you, Guti, they were not going to show up until she had said it, Guti, ufuna ngimshade. But it wasn't, you know, it wasn't within their plan at that time. And when you, as a man, when you get that, you don't see the pressure that you had put on her when she was not ready to actually give it up to you, to give all those services to you, to make food for you, you know, wash your clothes, move in with you. She was not ready for that. But you put pressure on her because you showed her that if she's not going with you, you're going for someone else. So I normally say there's a thin line between pressure and influence. You know, pressure leaves you to validation, influence leaves you to your own choice, and that has got to do with your discipline. Even peer pressure has got to do with your discipline. However, validation is a deeper feeling. It goes beyond your, you know, how you respect integrity and how you look at your discipline in practice. So validation, even when you do these things, even when you're putting your respect and your integrity into discipline. However, that also goes with validation. So validation is something that's deeper. So peer pressure leaves you to be validated, to say, you know, it gives you sort of a form of a place to be in. Either you identify with those people, you know, identity, and to be with people. So peer pressure ihlupha ngaloko. However, influence leaves you with your own decision. And then there is the inspiration. I always say there's a difference between peer pressure and validation. I mean, peer pressure and influence towards inspiration. You can never say you are a good influence. You are not a good influence. You are an inspiration. You know, Usotobe makakhuluma about that guy. Usotobe makakhuluma about that guy. Omncede ngento is equities. That guy is an inspiration. He's not good influence. He's an inspiration. It's something that has always resonated with you to have that kind of living, and then someone comes and stand in front of you and say, this is how I'm doing it, and then you take the steps forward. With influence, everything is already set up for you. You just need to move in. With peer pressure, nothing is set up for you. You have to make an effort to move in. There's no much effort in influence. It's advertised. It's there. It's ilapha kwakho. With the peer pressure, you are no longer genuine. You're doing it from a sense of effort. There's so much effort put into peer pressure, so much that at the end of the day, there's more regrets on peer pressure than there are regrets on influence, because the influence, they just talk, give you this shine, and then they just leave you there, and then you make your own decision to step in or step out. With peer pressure, when you step out, they keep saying, no, come on, man, think about it. You're doing it for the pack, man. You're doing it for us. Now you have so many things to question. Now also with Elon Toza, with inspiration, it's me saying, I started by washing shoes, and after I started washing shoes, I started washing a dustbin, and then after that, that's how I started my cleaning company. That so much that now I only I have a company that cleans extravagant cars. I started with sneakers. So me just telling you how much effort I've put in, it's to you now to put in an effort. Either you do it or you don't do it. And if you do it, it works for you. So inspiration does not work for me as an inspirator. It works for you who's inspired. Influence works for me because influence me, mang influencer about something. I leave you to your own decisions. And then after you do that, when I benefit and you say you don't benefit, it's your accountability. It's not mine. You made that decision. I influenced you to take this. I influenced you to get into here. I influenced you to move like this. But I'm benefiting from your movement and how you do things, even if you get to benefit. But when you start noticing that I benefit more than you start complaining. I say, no, accountability is on you. I didn't say come in or out. With peer pressure, accountability is on both of us. Where I say, look, the Makoya gene is not doing well. How about let's down it down. And you're like, no, that's not gonna work for me. Come on, man, but how about gene, man? People don't know much about gene. And you're like, you know what? Both of us should be accountable for that. So in most cases, people who put pressure on people do not want to take accountability. And that's why a lot of people would say misery loves company, because I'm in this miserable state and I'm going to pressure someone to get into this miserable state with me, so that I don't only get to be the only one who's taking accountability for whatever wrong is happening. There's also other people I can point out and say, "Le mang mang mos neki yetsa le ena. Le mang mang neki yetsa le ena." So there's no individualism in peer pressure. Yeah, there's no individualism in peer pressure. However, in these two, influence and inspiration, there is individualism whereby one influences the other and the other chooses how they go with it, or the other inspires the other and the other chooses how they go with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So ngizocela nje ukuyirhoxa lapho.
Hey, I know why Vula. Hey, like you said a lot of things then, but then they do make sense. Like my head is still trying to actually, as in like, as in like, just put them bill and then like how they link together, and then like the solution there. But then yeah, you know what? We'll come back there actually, Maridi. But then like, thank you very much for actually like just putting it bill actually right there. We really needed to hear that. So man, so Bongs.
Hi. How are
How
you,
you doing?
Leroy?
One of the BMW T5.
Scan
From your
lapis.
tiny 2 months.
um, okay. Hey, nah, guys.
Nkosi, what's
What I
wrong
can.
with your voice?
King when?
Why you kuluma smooth? Hey, I get.
Nkuluma, so what do you mean? I okay. Hey, nah, guys. Peer pressure, I think, has been my friend for the longest of time. It has been following me. Actually, I started seeing even from my teenage years, peer pressure yon, khale follow. I remember when I was still a teenager, one of my friends, umakhuphu yamaz, wangibhemisa ibenzini. started smoking benzene because of her. But I mean, after that, I think I went back to being myself and just continued with my education and stuff. Then, yangithola-ke futhi ku-adulthood. Hey guys, so straight after varsity, I went on to do my articles, and when I was doing my articles, I remember after like I finished at university and I to start with my articles, my dad opened up an account for me and wafaka some money on the account. So that money I was supposed to use it for isn't as a right? It was supposed to give me a head start in doing as a right. So you know when you have friends about Puma, ebo ebo my estates in, and they're driving these fancy cars, and all of you guys are doing your first year of articles. Didn't I go and buy a BMW? Went to buy a BMW, first day of articles. Driving a BMW. That lasted for like 2 months. I knew I couldn't afford to pay to pay back the car, but still, because the group of friends that I was with were driving expensive cars, then I also needed an expensive car. So I gave into the peer pressure and I bought a car. And unfortunately, after 2 months, I had to take it back because then it was just beyond me. It was just beyond my means of, of affordability. And yo, guys, but then the funny thing is, those 2 months were the best. Well, not financially, but in terms of like the way that people viewed me, those 2 months were the best. um, but I had to take it back, and I took it back. And I remember after I delivered the car, I got a sense of relief. I was like, Nonkari honali something abaysusile on my shoulders, being seen. So I'm glad I took it back. Then after I went on to work well for myself, and yeah, now I'm doing well. I don't buy things that I don't afford. So yeah, peer pressure buy when I'm a coupe.
Okay. Ke kopa gore masters go dira nthuseng ya gago ne like 2 minutes yana. Please.
Sure.
Thank you, please.
Abuti Bonginkos, I've heard people talking about returning cars. Like, how do you return a car back to the bank?
About KG. So you you don't return a car back to the bank. You return a car back to the dealership. They
Huh?
buy the car from you, then you return the money. You pay back the money to the bank. You don't return the car to the bank unless the bank repossesses the car. Then that's a form of returning a car back to the bank. But you
Okay.
return the car back to the dealership or wherever you bought the car. They buy it from you, then you return the money to the bank. But of course, they won't buy it on the same money that you bought it for. So there's going to be that money that you have to cover. And remember, when you get money from the bank, say for instance, you're going to buy a car, the car is 300,000 Rand from the dealership, and now you go borrow money from the bank, there's going to be like interest implications, right? So it's going to be above 300,000 that it would have been like the cash prize ya koloi. So now when you have to pay back the bank, you have to pay back the bank money, interest, and also the money, like the capital amount. So yeah, I ngizisola soli mohulu.
Okay. So it's not just returning it, there's a loss still on your part. Okay, now I
Oh
understand.
yes.
Because for me, I understand it to be a contract, so you can't just be returning in J. No, thank you for explaining that. Thank you very much, sir. Miss Makupe, I saw your hand, ma'am. Come through.
I've got a question for Bonginkosi. There's a part where he said, for those 2 months, there was a certain way that people viewed him, or he felt people viewed him. Did he feel like people admired him? Did he feel like people made him jealous? He made people jealous. What did he feel? People were proud of him? What is it that made you feel so good about this, about the way people viewed you in those 2 months?
Hey, Kupelicious.
Journalist.
In those 2 months, I saw, I've never been a person on Alibachotzi Babanch, right? I've always been a person with 2 or 3 friends, but during those 2 months, I even saw Abangan Bamba Cool, the number of friends that I made. Kuleyo 2 months later, isang mangaza even me. The way that I saw people looking at me, it's as if they were seeing someone abangamazi, someone or accomplished. Even the family members, the way that they would like respect me or communicate with me, things changed. Like my cousins, the way that they spoke to me, there are those cousins osabatlailang, but now all of a sudden naliwena are the besties. Wabon. So yeah, it was like that. I attracted Batu that I didn't think that I would attract. Even like people nabanyaka unjola or something like that, I would see gore koloi e ya nsebeletsa because why am I even why am I why am I even getting the DMs, the insebeletsile 2 months seo nkabe ke na le bantwana ba 20 now.
Oh, okay. Siyabonga. But now, so how did you feel afterwards? And what did it do to you? So when you returned the car, you felt relief, but then socially, did you lose friends? What happened? I'm sorry if I'm straying the topic,
Ah, no,
guys.
it's fine. It's fine. It's good. Good.
Walapisa ker. One thing that I've noticed is Uguti, and I've said Uguti, I felt a sense of relief when I took back the car. The company of friends that I had, Ishinjil. When I had the car, I never used to bother people, give a text every day to check up on them, but they would check up on me. Like, you get those friends who check up on you every day. As soon as I return the car, the messages, it's on. The chats, they're decreasing. People are no longer checking up on me. So that's where I saw even the relationships are the relationships were not working anymore because then we don't chat, we don't call, we don't check up on each other. Even the family members, some of them I saw some were laughing. I know gore were laughing, but some were like really concerned. The number of inboxes, I can safely say gore di decreased a little. Di decreased. Why am I trying to speak language, but yeah, they decreased.
You love people. It's fine.
So yeah, Makupe, it's and I got the sense of relief from because I've said it before. It's hard for me to make a, like to make friends nje ngaphandle, to just go make friends ngibe nabangani abaningi. It's really hard for me, and I think being social for me exhausta sometimes. I just get exhausted. Ukukhuluma nabantu, that's why I prefer working from home, because we get officini, I'm always on my headphones and abantu babona ngathi antisocial. And I'm actually not, but nje social interaction exhausted. So after those 2 months, I just felt like I'm back to my normal lifestyle. Ngathi khona umuntu ongibusele back to default settings. I kept checking abangani bami vele, those who were my friends before, and the family members ebesikhuluma vele before the car. So yeah, kanteni Makhube.
Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Breather, breather. But you know what? We're gonna thank the Lord that you saw the light. No? You managed to see horror. No, man. No, 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 no. But then, no, man, you made the absolute right decision there, actually. Sky hey, when now you must have this by when you must just focus on yourself. You see, just like leadership said about again, like yesterday, actually, do a thorough self introspection. I wanna before the world needs what, or when now we rang hey, but never guy where now you're getting all this and that. It's bigger, be 100% with yourself first, and then, and that's my closing remark actually for today, guys. Be yourself, be 100%. Do not over expand yourself in JFL because of the people, so like was that via material or maybe or maybe with your body, kids and whatever. Born, do not actually. You can afford a black label, you get it. You can afford Parikana Village, you afford it. You really don't have to buy a body don't, just go with your pace, be true to yourself, and then trust me 100%, you are going to be more free and like more happier, actually. Trust me. Anyway, there's something that I wanted to say, but then let me let KG speak first, and then we can close it up Bila with like just a little bit of laughter and let's remember 50K to go today, guys. Romans we shouldn't have to be saying, guys, hey, please, hey, my nose, hey, my nose. Because yesterday we actually reached 100K so effortlessly. So please do that for me, guys, because you love me, agar. Like, getting the last born guys. And I'm disabled, okay, so please do it for me. Shosho KG.
That's wrong.
Let's
You
go.
you must reject such statements. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Abudili. I don't think I will go back to my question. I think too much has already been spoken to go back to the question that I was asking. But the question was more of saying, then, does lack of peer pressure perhaps have the element of, or brings a certain level of mediocrity? Because then, for people who get good motivation, they end up doing things and whatnot, like what one was saying about gym and what Ntanda was saying about finances and whatnot. But yeah, something that I think bothered me today is the number of people here in these comments and on this live who have books in them, yet they are not writing or they are not releasing these books when we could be learning a whole lot on this. And I'm just gonna bash because I don't know context of everyone, but allow me to bash. You waiting for whatever that you're waiting for to release that book is an excuse. I don't care how you say that is valid point. I'm still researching more. I'm still healing. I'm still getting better. I'm still, right? That is just an excuse. So release that book, even if you release it in chunks, release one chapter at a time, and get there, because we want to read those books, guys. We want to read those books, because we could be getting this, and maybe this will serve as motivation for you when you see those 5 chapters actually being received well, and you're like, oh, okay. Especially if you are writing for the first time, you might be feeling like, now who would want to listen to this or read this? But already we are listening to you in this panel every other day, spitting bars. Put it down on paper, let other people receive it, and you might be surprised. How many, I mean, we see it here. We see it here every day on social media, on TikTok, where a video that you never thought will do good all of a sudden goes viral. There's too much of these examples that we can use. So release those books. Release. I think Ntando said something about revised versions. When you've written a book, it's not necessarily fully complete. You go and release a revised version. So please, guys, let's do that. I mean, okay, let me give you context of what I've seen in my world. In the Christian space, I see a lot of spiritual leaders, pastors mostly, who write books and they release them as digital versions. They don't go to a publisher, they don't go anywhere. They release these books, and these books obviously get consumed by the audience they already have, which is their church members and whoever that then follows them. Already as it is, we already have how many of us that could be reading your book, because we've heard you speak here, we've seen and experienced the wisdom that you have. Release it as a digital copy. Don't think about all these, publishing and all of these things. Release that digital copy. Make sure that obviously you are set in terms of the legal things of side of things. Put it on Spotify or King. Zonadi would say Shopify, not Spotify. Shopify. Put it on Take a Lot, and let's read your books. That's the frustration I have today. So I hope all these people who have books in them write them. Amazon, and write this book, guys, and let's see it. Whether you release it as a memoir or whatever the case, release it. Even if it's 20 pages, release that book so that we can read and you can write some more. Who knows that 20 pages will make enough money for you to quit your job so that you can focus on writing the whole time. Hallelujah. Amen. Bye.
So kids, and like thank you very much, them Pinchak, and let me just let me just kind of like defend them nyan actually here and there, bargain guys. Bargain guys, like you see, from a creative to actually like one other another. Now we have a serious what's that a psychological problem, yeah, as in like sometimes actually, which is called self-doubt actually. So guys, now let me let you know actually. So for the new ones here actually, this thing here, nah, this actually started got 2017 actually. Then federa COVID happened, federa shanje, federa Sanje Lena is like they get tshaba go tla gape because now of no like what's that like when you want to be like in look at it now. Then we started again like killing kind of joe my last year July na KG. Yeah. So nje because me I was just barking kind of phone nyaka fell every day for like as in barking kind of I just listen to the radio loosely. Then khwatla ba re ke mang kana khwatla mimi le scam le KG le subs le mpho le bogale da so 1 year later we're here now. No, we have a sponsor now. So look at that. Something good might happen. So why not just have to do your thing, be 100% with yourself, and then yeah, it flops, and then you learn more, and then you do it better. That's all I gotta say. So I don't know, I'm assuming that KJ was low key speaking to Makupele Bongs actually. What am I gonna black mentalist, ne?
No, sir, I was not looking. Gaba name one by one.
Okay, sapre. What was that now? Because
Mm.
me, barke gara is like me le barke gara like le barke peer motivation. Yes, yeah. So like let's just pressurize them now. Actually, try.
No, Bang Kutlile, all of three of them there on the comment, I mean on the platform, they're there on the panel. Let
Oh,
them, they're all there.
bye.
Yes. And
Oh,
some
that's
of
good.
them are in the comments because they have not mentioned, but we know that there are books,
Yeah.
sitting inside of them that they are not writing. Put down
And I
your
can
thoughts.
design the covers, by the way.
Repeat, please.
Oh, I can design the covers actually.
There we go. So we have everything that we need here in this life. You have the audience who will read your books, you have the digital person who will design, you have people who know how to do them on Amazon, what KDP or HDK, what. Listen, guys, let's do it.
Let's do it. You imagine? Oh,
Ka nna la
maybe.
nsendela di-manuscript ke tla le proofreader ke di bale if le tlhoka motho o ka balang before le release, bring it on.
Wait. There we go. There we go. And that's how we stop the show, ladies and gentlemen. So to me, I'm that actually for actually today, guys. And like thank you very much to Lona, to Barakin kind of like but to both who are here. As that new members like Lerato Bila. We love you. We really appreciate you guys. Let's meet again Monday. You will probably see my face or not. I don't know, man. I drag it away to this winter things. It's like it was just snacks. But anyway, let's meet again Monday morning, 10:15. Remember to follow Vel Agenda. So, like she's the main sponsor there. So just follow Vel Agenda ZA. You can get your bottle for 150, and then you can create yourself. But was that we're still making a plan actually of like how actually like best that we can find distributors here and there. But then please bear with us, guys. One more thing. Am I forgetting something, KG?
So you can just do the ads and finish. I don't know, but the live looks like it's paused on my end in case if you're on the screen and you're not seeing you.
Oh yeah, I've actually paused me and kind of paused, and I'm back now.
Now we see you. Okay. Yeah, just do the ads and the sponsorship.
I just did them now actually.
Jeez. So did we conclude on the upload?
Oh, actually, yes. So guys, now, so since because like yesterday my leader here decided Hoya as in like 6 hours we worked kind yesterday. So there's gonna be what's that like part one and part two actually more like YouTube actually. So that so that today you're gonna get the family meeting actually today. Now then tomorrow you are gonna get the talk to me Dwanela Raymond Ella. Alright. So you can have like something to watch actually, as in like what's that, throughout the weekend. Then this one here now, you'll get it Monday. So that's how we're gonna do it, because my boss was feeling very frisky yesterday. He took up the whole day, fela, jere tlotla hela. But anyway, ra le leboga, and happy boroko bagolo ba ka bon. Oh yeah, my birthday thing. I'm still trying to plan it bilanyana, but then guys, no, like nothing too fancy, man. Hey, you know, cause hey, bro, you know, like guys, like we are broke and happy on breaking kind of rona peer pressure has span mo go rona. So nje rona ra o tseke ne re tla fela mo ntle ka mo reka na mela bona re ke le case ya black re na ha se re tsagela. So like let me see how we can do it, and yeah man, we'll talk about that. But then guys, have a great night. Good night.